Now, it is official that Ghana is on the verge of losing its key properties in UK if the country fails to cough up $140 million in judgment debt awarded to all traders trafigura. Ghana's High Commission building, which provides visa and other services in the UK, the High Commissioner's residence, the Ghana International Bank building, and other properties have all been attached and stand the risk of being sold if the amount is not paid. But how did we get here? Head of our Legal Affairs Desk, Richard Kwajo will be joining us with details of that particular story, and we'll bring you more on that story. But let's bring you in with what the Volta River Authority has been saying today about the flooding incidents in the Volta region. Just before we get there, let's bring you an interaction that we've been having with the Deputy Attorney General, Alfred Tia, on this particular development where Ghana risks losing critical properties in the UK. He's been speaking to Elton Brobe on the probe.
There was representation from the state. This judgment was delivered in January 2021, before the current Attorney General assumed office as the Attorney General. And this particular case was fought, or the state was represented by an external solicitor. So that's the sole judgment against the Republic. But when we got to know that there was a judgment against the Republic, the AG took steps to speak to the Ministry of Finance for them to liquidate the debt, because it's a just debt. Now, the Minister of Finance then entered into agreement with the judgment creditors as to how the state was going to pay this judgment debt of $140 million.
Yes.
A part of it was paid, but the state at the point in time reneged on its promise to go by the agreement.
Why?
For that, I cannot explain.
Based on that, explain.
It is the finance ministry that entered into an agreement, because normally Ghana is the finance ministry that pays all these debts. Then, having failed to do so, then the judgment creditor decided to execute the judgment.
Have they been successful in that?
They attached property belonging to the Republic in the UK. Then they sought to serve us with that process. Our external solicitor then filed a motion trying to set aside the process through which we were served with that process. Then the High Court in England said no, the service on us was properly made. So now the Ministry of Finance has been advised to once again approach the judgment creditors and make every effort to pay that money. I know that they are also in conversations with them. I don't know if they've reached an agreement, but I'm very sure that they'll reach an agreement so that judgment debt could be paid.
So as we speak, some of our property have been attached.
A property in England
Has been attached already.
Yes.
And if we are not fast enough, we might lose it.
Because if any property is attached and you don't pay the judgment debt, or you don't agree with the judgment creditor as to how you're going to pay it, then that judgment creditor will go to a legal process to have the property auctioned.
Have you found out from the Ministry of Finance why they failed to do what they were expected to do?
I have not done so, but I think along the line, as I said, there was no payment. And rightly so, the judgment creditor decided to execute the judgment. If I were in the shoe, the judgment creditor, that was the same thing that I would have done.
So our property is in danger of being taken over by this.
If we are not able to settle the judgment debt. Definitely. But I can assure you that the Ministry of Finance, from my understanding, is making every effort to liquidate that debt.
What?
Now, let's start base with Ghana's High Commissioner to the UK, Papa Owusu Ankomah, who joins us via Zoom now. Grateful to you for joining us. I'm guessing there has been an official communication to you and your staff about the situation at hand. From your understanding, how much time do we have? And if the money needed to defray the debt doesn't come, how is the work of the High Commission going to be impacted?
Thank you very much, Kojo. I mean, there's no time limit. I mean, the judgment has been given, objection raised by Ghana has been dismissed. So the process is ongoing. But I'm certain that negotiations with regard to payments is in the process.
Okay.
And none of the High Commission's properties has been attached. What has been attached is property belonging to the government of Ghana that has been leased by banks. That is called Regina House. The Chancery, where we are located, is not affected. My residency is not affected. And as far as I know, no other property of the government of Ghana is affected. So it's only Regina House that I'm aware of. And I'm sure the government is negotiating to ensure that the debt is settled.
Okay. Do you have any indication?
So for now, the High Commission's work is not being affected in any way.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any information or indication from government or the finance ministry, for that matter, on when payment will be made so that that property will be safeguarded? What assurances or otherwise have you been given?
Oh, well, I mean, you are in Accra, and you can make those inquiries. I'm not in a position to say anything regarding that because I'm not privy to the negotiations going on. What I can say for certain is that negotiations are ongoing.
Okay. All right. So it means that there's no cause for worry for Ghanaians who would want to access services from the Chancery.
No, we are offering our services as we've been doing. I mean, this has not affected our services in any way. And even in the near future, I don't believe that it's going to affect our services.
So Ghanaians who are watching you now in the UK, what would you want to tell them as a High Commissioner there?
Oh, well, as the High Commission is conscientiously protecting the interests of Ghana and Ghanaian citizens and British of Ghanaian origin or descent. And everything is going on smoothly. We are committed to promoting the welfare of Ghanaians, and we are committed to providing first-class consular services.
Okay. Papa, grateful for joining us this night, and all the best to you, sir.
Or they have to force themselves to get footwear like Charlie for them to wear and come to look presentable. But